My name's Aaron, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today I'm very excited to review Tom Ford White Patchouli. Those who have followed me for a long time now know that one of my favourite compounds is patchouli. This is £85 for 50ml and £120 for 100ml. The notes are bergamot, peony, white flowers and coriander, heart notes of rose, amber seed, night blooming jasmine, incense patchouli and woody notes. I will be disappointed if this isn't phenomenal. First off, I'd expect nothing less. I'd be again very gobsmacked if this didn't comply with everything and has all its inky international cosmetic nomenclature, all its pictographs, where it's made, a responsible person, all of that. And please start looking at the boxes. I really want this to be spectacular. It's almost like patchouli, rose and oud, all those sort of things. I want them to just be inspiring and mind-blowing. That's what I really want. Do we have our bottles of white patchouli by Tom Ford? Are we engaged with our higher self? Let's get testing. So this is saying it's for her. And first thing I want to say is some people, including myself, prefer not all, but more female marketed fragrances. And I really want you to start not listening to marketing anymore. I want you to start thinking, would I like those notes, and maybe try them yourself, because not everyone wants to smell like they've been out killing animals and all that sort of stuff, hunting and gathering. Sometimes we want cleanness and we want freshness. Who's to say what a fragrance sits like on the skin? Who knows if it's targeted at males or at females? Sometimes we like what we like. So this undoubtedly is a patchouli, sort of spicy, clean, fresh fragrance. I'm relieved, actually. Now this is clean, this is very clever. Patchouli is a very dense, heavy, mossy, damp smell. It can smell incredibly sensual. But this is so clever technically, because they are manipulating, I would say, absolutely the trellis, which is dry and linen-like, with a secondary lily of the valley raw materials to balance it against oak moss and against sandalwood-like raw materials, based upon hedione, based upon Isui Super. This is so clean. This is just unbelievably clean for a patchouli-based fragrance. Quite amazed, actually. And the cleanliness would be to do with the choice of musk, and this has a white musk attached to this. This smells massively of clean linen. That's what I'm getting from this sort of clean linen. So clever. This I consider Tom Ford at its finest, when you're doing something unique with something. And white patchouli sort of sits, the name is also really amazing actually, because white is clean and you've got white floral notes and you've got white musks backed against patchouli. Now this has some compounds I've never spoken about before at quite high concentrations. I'm not going to be able to pronounce the chemical name, but they are shortened to DMBCA. There's an acetate, and you've heard me talk about acetates before, and you have some fluoroacetates which are used sort of in the building blocks. And I really dislike DMBCA actually. I just don't like it. One of those raw materials I don't like, but it's in this and it's being used with benzyl salicylate to increase the cleanness of this. So it is done remarkably well. Kashmir in the house to elevate the fragrance combined with lemon. Superb. And you can smell linalool and linalool acetate in this, because you're getting that cleanness. This is just the cleanest patchouli I've ever smelt. Actually, I'm quite amazed and flabbergasted. On to my final thoughts. So the first 4 marks, if you're new to my channel, is technical ability and whether it complies with the legal paperwork and whether I think it's safe for you to wear. It absolutely does. And actually I think this is a technical marvel, because I know how difficult patchouli is. This gets a 4 out of 4. Do I think it's worth the price? Yes, I absolutely think it's worth the price. And this is a really refreshing take on something fresh and clean and invigorating. Do I like it? I really like it, and I don't like it because of the choice of, I really just don't like that that one raw material, the acetate. I really don't like it. But I shall try to put my personal dislike against raw material to one side. It's just so clean. I think if you love clean, fresh linen and you want something clean and fresh with herbaceous notes, this is for you. This smells like, it's got all that sort of cleanness to it. Very, very clever. Lots of acetates in it, and you can detect the acetates because there's like a pear-like quality in it, and that is one of the acetates in it. But I really don't like that one raw material. I cannot get away from it. I think this is phenomenal and excellent, actually, and I think it's a feat of perfumery at its technical excellence. Personally speaking, I'm in awe of manipulating patchouli like this. I would never have thought about it. It doesn't really suit my style of perfumery, but I think this is phenomenal. It's fresh and clean, juxtaposed against sort of patchouli and oak moss like raw materials. I'm marked as a 9 out of 10 because I think I'm quite in awe of it and amazed at how they are manipulating a raw material in a way that I've not come across before. But I don't like that one raw material, so that's why the point gets marked off. But you cannot help what you do not like. I think this is really unisex, actually. I think that if I smelt this on a man, I would think it would just smell of clean linen, and if I smelt this on a woman, I would just think of clean linen. I'd love marketing to take away for her and just have white patchouli. Very, very clean, and I think this is very stable and very, very long lasting, actually, and that's the choice of raw materials. Excellent perfumery. So I hope you love that review. Thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands and lots of fragrance reviews. I hope you're staying safe and well, and I'll see you soon.